I had to go to the DOT office or registry today to extend my vehicle, registration for another year. And I just remembered that Uber will ask me for a driver's abstract, right? And so I killed two birds with one stone, got my registration renewed, and got my driver's record. And I just had one violation. I did a U-turn, which is considered illegal in Alberta. Basically over here they have this crazy rule where if you are at an intersection and you are in the left lane and there's a left arrow, you cannot do a U-turn, you can only turn left, which in all other jurisdictions in North America would not make sense, but in Alberta, that's one way they decided to get more cash into their coffers, is just catch people that doing U-turns at the green arrow. And so I'm happy to support Alberta because I would hate to see this province go bankrupt. So my $162, I hope, will benefit the province. The only problem is they also gave me 2 demerit points, so now I gotta be careful when driving, especially since I work as driver, right? And so that was step 2. Step 2 was getting this driver's abstract, and then, as I explained in the previous video, you have to sign out of your Uber app if you already have your delivery, Uber Eats account set up. You have to sign out of that. That's what the support explained to me. And so now, okay, I registered a new email address with Google. Of course, you cannot beat free. And so now I click on that Uber app and it says sign in. So I put in my new email address and then it says, what's your phone number? And the guy from the support told me that I can use the same phone number. So I put in my phone number that is already associated with my Uber Eats delivery account. And the app asks you a very tricky question. Once you put in your phone number, it says, we found an account associated with this phone number. Sergei, like my name, right? Sergei, is this you? And I'm like, okay, like what do I say? Is it me? Yeah, it's me, but I'm trying to register for Uber Taxi. So I click, yes, it's me. Boom, it says, you're all done. And right away, the app signs me into my Uber Eats account. Like, that's, such a stupid system. Stupid. And so, okay, I log out, I sign out. There's an option there. When you go into, your settings, you sign out, and then I go again. I enter my new email address, and then I put in my cell phone number. And of course, again, it says, is this you? We found another account associated with the cell phone number. So this time I say, no, that's not me. You're daydreaming, you're smoking, weed. And so this time, okay, it opens a new screen, kind of like registration, and it says, choose the type of account you're trying to set up. Uber Rides, like basically taxi, or Uber Deliveries. And I see that by default, they highlighted Uber Rides, because I'm guessing they already know that I have Uber Deliveries. And so I just clicked OK, and then it asked me to agree and consent to some contracts. Okay, and then I went through the next, and then just as I hoped, the app gives you kind of like a step-by-step instruction. It says like recommended next step. Take a picture of your what was it first? I forgot. But anyway, it's like driver's license, your own picture, and then oh no, first one was your eligibility to work in Canada. And I look at the type of document they require, and it looks like a passport. So I took right from the app. It says take a picture. So I take a picture of my passport, and it says we'll process it within 1 day. But it still allows me to keep going on that list. And so the next one was take a picture of your driver's license. I didn't get to the. Oh yeah, and then it was your driving record, and so it doesn't say which driving record, 5 years, 10 or 3. So the one I just got for $35 at the DOT office or registry. So I just took a picture of that one, and then the next step was background check or background screening. And I went online just to see, how to do background check with Uber, and it sends you to like depending on the city you live in Canada, it gives you different link. And so it says, what city are you in? I said, okay, Calgary. And so it gives me a link. I click on that one. Website cannot be reached. I reload. I reload 2-3 times. Website cannot be reached. And then I see it says Calgary Police Solution, something like that. And so I just Googled Calgary Police and then background check. And I found that application, but not through Uber link, but through the police online website. And that's kind of like what I'm gonna focus on in this video. That one was kind of like a nightmare because it says we are now processing applications from basically a week before. Today is May 1st, and they're saying we are processing applications from April 23rd or something. So it's not immediate. Of course, you can do this background check. You can go to a police station, but unfortunately for me, I work during the day and these guys close at 4. And I work till 4, so it's not gonna work for me. And so I have to do it online. And so online, first you have to register an account. You put in your email address, and then they send you your password, your temporary password, and that's it. Once you have your free account set up, then you can apply for this background check, right? And I have other ways of doing a background check, but unfortunately Uber, they only give you like one choice depending on what city you're in, because there's other companies that do background checks much quicker and easier than this Calgary Police Solutions. But I had to go by what Uber was requesting, right? And so I'm doing it through these guys. And so, and also Uber wants you to do not just a basic background check, but also something they check for eligibility to work with elders, kids, mentally disabled, physically disabled, stuff like that, right? And you have to choose. They give you like 6 or 7 profiles. Like, okay, what are you gonna choose? What are you requesting this background information check for? And one of them was like employment with these elderly disabled, stuff like that. And it was like $55, of course, Canadian. And you have to pay that up front with a visa or whatever, and it's not refundable. And it was crazy because this is probably the most difficult part, I think, of this whole process, is this stupid background check. Because once they start asking you questions, okay, what's your social security number, what's your date of birth, stuff like that, and then they say, now we're gonna ask you a few security questions to confirm that you are who you say you are. And they ask you very obscure questions. Like the ones I got was which bank branch did I open my credit card account with? Okay, I went online, I opened my, look at my statements. Okay, I found that one within the proper time limit. But then the second question was, which branch of this particular bank is your line of credit with? And again, they give you there's a limit. It says 60 seconds. And I have no idea which branch I opened that line of credit with, because I've had that one for like 20 years. And so I go online, I start searching, I cannot find it. Then finally I find it, I call my bank, and finally they give me the info. But by the time I got back to this stupid mother police solutions, I am timed out. It says basically it's too late. I mean, man, they're asking you these stupid questions. What branch, is your particular credit card or bank account or line of credit is with. So I recommend that you guys gather all your banking statements before you go and do this background check. And so it says after I put that in, I know it was a correct address for this line of credit branch where I opened it. And the message I got was failed. And so now it says, okay, fees are non-refundable. So I already paid them $60 because it was $55 plus $5 processing fee. And I'm guessing processing fees are going to the head of the Calgary police station. But now it gives me a choice. It says, okay, since we could not confirm your identity online, you have to do this. What you have to do is you have to take a picture of a couple of official documents. Like one of them was, in my case, it was a passport and then driver's license. And then you have to take a selfie holding these two documents without obscuring your face. And so I managed to, I think I did like this. I hold the passport in my left hand and my driver's license in my right hand. Wait, I'm not sure what's going on, why we have these fireworks over there. But anyway, I did that, and then I logged out of that police website. I logged back in, and where it said requested documents, it gives me a link to upload the document. So I uploaded my picture of my passport, picture of my driver's license, and then of course that selfie where I'm holding the passport and the driver's license. So now that's it. So at this point my Uber taxi driver application is paused until I hear from these guys, because that was my next, when I opened the Uber app, that was the next recommended step. It says background check. And basically either you when you do the application online with police, and they say, okay, who's your employer, you say Uber Canada. And so if you do that, they will send them a copy automatically, but they still say once you receive the PDF of your background check, just take a picture. And that's the step that I could not complete, since these guys, takes them a week, right? Remember I said now today is May 1st, but they are processing applications from April 23rd. So they will not see my application until next week. And so that's it. So that's my step 2 on how to become Uber taxi driver. And so yeah, the biggest obstacle is this clumsy, unfriendly totally stupid background check where nothing works. Like, and by the way, again, the link that Uber provided did not work, right? I had to find the actual police services in Calgary through Google, and then online application for background check, and it looks like they changed their address. Like, basically looks like the website address Uber has is dated. And so yeah, and that's why I remember when I was talking to one guy when I called for Uber, and this guy shows up, and he had like I remember I was surprised because he had like a Ford F-150 pickup truck, but full four-door cab, because Uber does not allow two-door cars for taxi. You must have four doors, and this guy had a Ford truck. And I asked him, I remember I asked him, this was like a few months ago, I said, how difficult or easy was it to sign up with Uber? And he said, yeah, it took a long time. And now I can see why, because each step you complete, it's basically, I only did like 3 or 4, right? I only uploaded my, work eligibility with a picture of my passport, then my driver's license, my driver's abstract, and that's it. After those 3 documents, I stopped because I had to do my background check. And I know after this there's a vehicle inspection, there's an online course for limo drivers, there's proof of insurance. So I think I'll have to update my insurance, because now I'll be driving my Jeep as a taxi vehicle, so the insurance company is going to charge me extra for that. But yeah, it's not easy. It's not like you call them and say, hey, I want to be a taxi driver. Yeah, go ahead. Okay, you can start tomorrow. No, there's a bunch of documents you have to upload, and a bunch of pictures. And I would say for me now, the biggest obstacle is this criminal background check. I have no criminal record in Canada, but it's just the bureaucracy of this, like how many barriers you have to jump over just to get that one. And because they only open until 4, because yeah, they say, yeah, you can go to the actual police station. They give you the address where you can go. But these guys are, it's government, right? They don't work like 8 to 8. They work 10 to 4, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Lazy sons of, Anyway, don't get me started on that. So this was step 2, mostly about online registration with the police services in your city. And we'll continue after this.